we don't know if the Mets are done spending on the rotation. We know when they speak, for leverage reasons, they seem pretty happy with what they have penciled in. Of course, an opportunity could come up with some guys left on this market. I want to get the crowd involved here, but before I do, who do you think should start opening day for the Mets this year? Because Sean Manaea is coming off the year with all the momentum, but I think sometimes, because he missed basically the entire year, we forget how good Kodai Senga could be as the front man.
I think it's Sean Manaea. I think he established himself as the ace of this Mets staff heading into spring training. And, of course, Kodai Senga, if he could stay healthy, there's no reason why he can't perform like he did in 2023. But where I stand today, I would plan the rotation out to have Sean Manaea pitching opening day.
All right, show of hands. You want Sean Manaea on the mound for opening day. Majority of the crowd. Kodai Senga, show of hands. 1, 2? Wow, how quickly people move. Is there an other? We have any Griffin Canning fans out there in the house right now? Frankie Montas. All right, I think it's
David Peterson.
David Peterson, who continues to be overlooked, I think, in this rotation. So Sean Manaea by the crowd vote.
Yeah, and I think that's the right play for where the Mets are currently. And, I know some people are upset in a way with how the Mets built the rotation because you see other teams just get, the Dodgers. Let's just say it. The Dodgers. They just keep getting different aces on top of aces. But the Mets and this pitching development system has proven that they have the ability to take guys with talent and mold them into being better pitchers. Look, this time last year, was anyone excited that the Mets signed Sean Manaea? Like, we list on the show, if you listen to the Mets pod, we told you why we think it could work out, but nobody really knew that it would, and it worked out as good as humanly possible. And, of course, Luis Severino, who ended up signing with the Oakland, Las Vegas, Sacramento A's this offseason, he was another one that the Mets were able to turn around. So that's what they need to do with the likes of Frankie Montas. And I'm going to say it here. I think Clay Holmes is going to be an unbelievable starting pitcher.
A lot of people are skeptical right now on that thought. So explain why you think the transition makes sense for him, going from 9th inning, 8th inning guy to maybe some of his deficiencies are masked a little bit to start out the game, even if that's a 5-inning guy.
I think when you take a look at Clay Holmes, obviously he came up as a starting pitcher. He was a starting pitcher in the major leagues for the Pirates. Wasn't overly successful, but he was. I think when you look at just his raw stuff, he's got the power sinker, one of the better sinkers in all of the sport. He has 2 distinct sliders. He has that sweeper, which just sweeps across the zone. He has the gyro slider, which cuts down, and that's a little more effective against left-handed hitters. What he's going to have to do is emphasize the use of his four-seam fastball a little more, which he did towards the end of the season, and maybe do some work on like a changeup or a splitter, something to change the eye level for a left-handed hitter. If he's able to do that, I think there's no reason why Clay Holmes can't be every bit as good as some of these relievers that have transitioned to starting pitchers over the last couple of years.